Thank you for allowing Senator Rulli and I to offer sponsored testimony on Senate Bill 84. This legislation seeks to fund the Clean Ohio Revitalization Fund for brownfield cleanup. It will be funded by directing excess liquor profits received by the state from Jobs Ohio and authorizes those deferred payments to be pledged for Clean Ohio bonds. A brownfield is a property in which redevelopment or reuse is complicated by the presence or potential presence of a hazardous substance. According to the Greater Ohio Policy Center, it is estimated that we have over 9,000 former industrial and commercial sites that are currently unusable, but with additional resources could be repurposed. Cleaning up and reinvesting in brownfield properties increases local tax bases, aids in job growth, and improves and protects the environment. Beginning in 2002 through the final round of funding in 2013, the Clean Ohio Revitalization Fund provided $400 million in grant assistance to communities across the state for environmental testing and to redevelop brownfield sites. The original Clean Ohio Revitalization Fund was funded with revenue generated from the sale of state bonds, backed by revenues generated from the sale of liquor and other spirits in Ohio. When the state's liquor agency was transferred to Jobs Ohio, the funding for the brownfield programming was also transferred. This programming redeveloped more than 380 former commercial and industrial properties, creating more than 3,800 acres of clean, development-ready land. $500 million in household and business earnings were generated annually by remediated sites. Through the grant funding, local communities were given the flexibility to define the best possible reuses of these sites. Currently, Jobs Ohio makes an annual payment to the State General Revenue Fund if excess liquor profits exceed an annual threshold. These deferred payments began in fiscal year 2015, rising from $14 million in fiscal year 2015 to $71.2 million in fiscal year 2020. A total of $240 million has been received by the state from Jobs Ohio over this period from excess liquor profits. Pursuant to this legislation, any amount received by the state after July 1st, 2022 from Jobs Ohio, representing any part of the gross profits on the sale of liquor, would be credited to the Clean Ohio Revitalization Fund. Considering the Clean Ohio Revitalization Fund was originally backed by state liquor profits, we believe that this is an appropriate funding stream to refund this valuable resource to our community. While both the state and federal governments have resources available for brownfield sites, most are very cumbersome and have stringent criteria. Others, such as Jobs Ohio, are structured in the form of a loan to businesses that meet certain job creation metrics. Other options, such as the Environmental Protection Agency grant fund assistance, are limited, making access restrictive for smaller communities. Senate Bill 84 bridges the gaps between large-scale projects, job-specific programming, and weak market smaller communities. Reinvesting in the Clean Ohio Revitalization Fund would provide flexible and sustainable resources for all of our communities. By redirecting the excess liquor profits to the Clean Ohio Revitalization Fund, we will be providing a dedicated funding stream to ensure that the state is investing in redeveloping brownfields for potential business investment, healthy communities, and an overall better quality of life for all of our citizens. Senator Schaefer and members of the committee, this concludes our testimony, and we'd be more than happy to answer your questions. Thank you.
Thank you. Questions for the sponsors? Vice Chairman Huffman.
Hey, thank you for, I understand this, but I'm a little confused because I did not know in a government agency there's the definition of excessive profits. I thought every agency would be able to spend their money. How do they get to some 14 to 71 million?
Senator Schaefer, Senator Huffman, this is the way it's been explained to me. The annual threshold is any profits accrued beyond 3% of the liquor profits from the previous fiscal year. Okay. So in our implementing legislation for Jobs Ohio, the profits at 3%, you know, they can have profits plus 3%. Yeah. Anything over that goes back into the general revenue fund. So that was put in through state law.
Okay, thank you.
Senator, just to make a comment, The Clean Ohio and the amount of projects it's brought to my district has been phenomenal. I mean, Tour Pre-American, Springfield, I mean, just you can name several. They're in the old Navistar area. One of the things also you should say too is when, you know, when one of the problems of dealing with businesses, and I've done one of them a long time, is, you know, in the world the way it is today, you have to move quickly. And one of the problems with Jobs Ohio is having job-ready sites. I mean, we're ready to move quickly. And so I think one of the great things about this it gets properties that are ruined, whatever, from oil and whatever, and they get recleaned, et cetera, on that thing, and they make them job-ready so that now the companies can come in and redo this. You know, I compliment Springfield for what they did to be able to attract a company, that a Japanese company that's done phenomenal in Springfield. So I think this is great, and, you know, I'm a real advocate, and I think Jobs Ohio will come in and be a real advocate too also. So thank you for bringing this to us.
Thank you. And Mr. Chairman, Senator Hackett, I think Jobs Ohio is doing a great job. I've been on the phone with them on many occasions talking about the great work that they're doing. I think this bill just complements and it helps the cities, the rural areas, the urban areas, whoever has brownfields, start to get those brownfields ready to go. And it just really helps Jobs Ohio when they go out, when they find these companies that are ready to go, just to be added to their list of sites that we can attract these businesses back into our region or expand our region. And I always give the example of when I was the chair of the Economic Development Committee. I traveled the entire state talking to economic development organizations, talking about the things that they might need from us. And one example I ran into was from Pepsi, who used to be in downtown Cleveland. And I talked to that CEO and I said, why did you move from downtown Cleveland? And he said, Sandra, we were asking the city of Cleveland for years and years and years, and we kept asking for more parcels to expand our business, and they had nothing available. Well, the fact of the matter is there is a lot of land available in the city of Cleveland. It's just all dirty. And so when they needed to expand, they went to another county where they had the available land. And so it's not just about attracting businesses, it's about those businesses who want to expand. And again, I think our business climate in this state is great. A lot of businesses want to come here. We have the workforce available. We just need to get the land ready to go. So this will help Jobs Ohio and other economic organizations do their job a lot faster, like you said, and better.